Yeah, hi guys, it's Brooks, and hello, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. So guys, I know right now like my lighting looks a little funny. I tried to turn it down on the phone. And guys, it is by the way guys, it's like 90 some degrees in my city today, so my glasses are just falling off of my face. Even with the air conditioner on, my glasses are just falling off my face. So I think they're getting tired of me for a moment, so I'll be taking them off. Anyway, guys, I wanted to do a video discussing Kyle and Mitchell one last time. So, you guys are probably getting tired of hearing about Mitchell and Kyle. Trust me, I'm tired of them after 22 years on and off. Trust me, I'm tired of them. I'm tired of the boys too. Anyway, guys, so we're gonna go back. I guys told you guys that Kyle blocked me on Facebook, which is like, alright, but messages still go through. So he didn't block me on Messenger, just on Facebook. I reached out to him on Instagram, told him I don't appreciate being treated like this, blah, 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 blah. Told him good and off, guys. Like, I told him off. And I'm sure I got a cat hair. I got a cat hair on my face. I was just snuggling some cats. Anyway, guys, and one of my friends says, I have an idea. I said, what is that? She said, I'll probably do a story time on this separate. I will talk to the boy you like for you, Borks, and if you talk to the boy that I like for me. And I was like, okay, like, no, like, I don't think that's a good idea, but she's insisting. So she says, what are their names? And I told her name. She's like, okay, I'll find it. She's like, I want to find Mitchell. And I was like, do not find Mitchell. If you guys are new to the Kyle Mitchell saga, Kyle is autistic. Mitchell is not, or I don't think he is. Or if he is, he's very slightly. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, since we don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and say Mitchell's not autistic. So my friend who is autistic, I'm pretty sure my friend's autistic. She was like, I'll talk to Mitchell and tell him how much you love him and how you want to marry him. I'm like, no, don't. Stay away from Mitchell. If I don't say, guys, we're all 34 years old. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, right? So my friend gets talking to Kyle. She starts getting a weird vibe. She's bored, so I'm going to block him. So she decides to tell him that she's not interested, but we should hook up Borkson and Mitchell because Borkson's got a huge crush on him. Why don't we get them together? And always, Borkson has a huge crush on Mitchell and always has. I was so flabbergasted. I was like, what? She's like, well, Borkson, you know. I was like, dang, if she's gonna tell people stuff, we might as well should have gotten her to talk to Spencer. It would have been, Spencer at least knows who I am. Another boy in a similar boat to Mitchell, but whatever. But I was like, what? Like, why would you tell him that? And then I was all like, anyway, so I eventually went to him on Instagram and I messaged Kyle and I said to him, I'm sorry this friend messaged you. She didn't do it on my accord. I didn't tell her to do it. And I said, I just didn't even ask him if he thought I had liked Kyle. That was my original plan. I mean, Kyle, I told Kyle that I don't like Mitchell, and I never have. I always like you. I want to be your girlfriend, not Mitchell's. But I said it kind of in like a way where he would get it through his thick head that I do not like Mitchell. I would not have biblical relations with Mitchell. Like I told him good and off. I got a response. I finally got a response. He said, "How is your day going?" And that's when I said it. He said, "I'm sorry, for blocking you." But I was like, "Yeah," but then. So I said to him, I said, look, I want to be your girlfriend, not Mitchell. I never liked Mitchell. Mitchell I never had, which we all know, guys. You guys been seeing filming the saga, even back when I think I did a video originally on Mitchell, so I got his really itchy because it's hot out. Where I had actually said Mitchell. I actually said like there are helpful names on the internet. Oh goodness gracious, because they didn't sue my butt. But anyway, and he said, he responded back, I know you don't like Mitchell. And I was like, well, so wait, you know I do it with? It's funny because you can't know something that's not true, but it was insane, guys. We talked for a little bit, and then out of the sky blue, I said, look, I wanted to hear more about Mitchell because I'm more into Mitchell than I ever am into Kyle. And then he blocked me. And I was like, fine, you know what? I thought to myself, guys, I have another theory to why Mitchell, me and Kyle, none of us worked out. I do think I'm closer, compatible wise, to Mitchell. Not, well, I keep want to call him by a different name. Not, because guys have hairs on my face. Okay, drive me nuts. Not Kyle. And I think that really, I've outgrown Kyle. Kyle is still the middle school little boy. I'm sorry, guys, I'm just got hair in the face. Kyle is still a middle school little boy. He told me that he has never cooked dinner. He has never paid a bill. He has never even spent a night alone on his own. And he even told me he never even went on a proper date with a girl before. And I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. And I was like, then why didn't you go on a date with me when we all lived in the same state? Like, we could have went on dates. I even invited Kyle and Mitchell to go trick or treating with me for Halloween. I wanted them both to dress up. And we just telling Kyle and Mitchell how to dress. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure this saga with Kyle and Mitchell is over because I'm not playing the game myself. I have a theory that he's actually really immature. He still lives at home with his mom and his aunt. I moved in with family too. But my house is I have my own house. It's under construction. I have my own stuff. He doesn't. And I think that could be, I'm just more mature than him. And I'm a better match for Mitchell anyway. Like, I prefer Mitchell. He's handsomer. He's very immature. This dude likes to play with stuffies and dolls and stuff and action figures. So do I. And they both like Pokemon. And I was like, cool. I just thought that was nice that Kyle was sent things from Mitchell for his birthday that were like Pokemon. Got a hair off my face finally, guys. And it was nice. But it's time I close the chapter on Kyle and Mitchell. Forever is the word of Sandlot. Forever. It's time I close the chapter on these two boys. Sorry, guys. Forever. It's time I do it. It needed to be shot 22 years ago, but I didn't have the heart to do it. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wanted to try and date both of them. I really thought I could do an Elena thing with Stefan and Damon where she's dating both of them. I thought I could do that with Kyle and Mitchell where I could date both of them and then have my cake and eat it too because I have both of them to like me. Guys, I have never had a triangle like that has ever worked out. Like a Belly, Jeremiah, and Conrad. I've never had it. These guys, it is. The cats are just, because I have a cat sitting next to me here. They've never had a triangle that actually worked out. Now, guys, I have never had a triangle situation like a Bella, Edward, and Jacob. I've never had a triangle where it actually worked out. Where I had been interested in two people and they were interested back in me. I've had a couple of triangles like that now where I like two people who both knew each other and they just didn't work out. I could see why that is though, because in real life, I think most men would not encourage. This is not a Stephanie Meyer film. This is not a C.S. Lewis book or adaptation like a film. This would never work out. L.J. Smith is the lady who wrote The Vampire Diaries, if you are new and do not know. This is not an L.J. Smith novel. This is not a Stephanie Meyer, the lady who wrote Twilight and who wrote... She did a few other films. She did, look at a hair in my mouth. Sorry, I don't know. She also did The Host. Like this in another love triangle. So this is not that. So real life does not work out like that, unfortunately. Guys, I'm sorry. There's too many hairs on my face. I'm too distracted from it. But anyway, guys, he also agreed that friend was bad. He even swore about her. He said that she was basically weird and strange. And I'm talking about Kyle now. He basically told me that friend that went talking to him on my behalf was weird that she did that. It was strange that she even wanted to do that. And said that she needs to find her own life. I was like, so mean, Kyle. But important thing, he does not know I like Mitchell too. So my theory point is that the family thought that was getting freaky with Mitchel. So obviously that isn't true. They don't think I don't like Mitchel. So all of that turned out to all be crap, and I can put it all to bed. I mean, the family though, they might think you like Mitchel, but Kyle himself doesn't. So guys, like I said, this eye is really bothering me. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Guys, want to comment, like, share, subscribe. Guys, want to hear more about my boy troubles and stuff. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Remember, guys, I do more than just men talk. I do hair, makeup, nails, dolls, stuffed animals, action figures. We do hair tutorials. So we do movie reviews on this channel. We do celebrity crushes, character crushes, child crushes. Guys, there's something really in my eye. I gotta go. Bye.